You're gonna lose that girl.
Yes, you're gonna lose that girl.
You're gonna lose.
Welcome, everyone. Join us on the captivating journey of Brad Delp, the legendary vocalist behind the iconic rock band Boston, whose voice touched the hearts of millions. So let's dive in. Bradley Edward Delp, born June 12, 1951, in Peabody, Massachusetts, United States of America, by French-Canadian immigrant parents. Delp was raised in Danvers, Massachusetts, on Boston's North Shore. His love of music began when he was captivated by a Beatles performance on The Ed Sullivan Show at the age of 13. Inspired by the legendary British band, he quickly acquired his first guitar and immersed himself in learning to play, marking the start of a lifelong passion for music. Delp swiftly found his place in the local music scene, joining his first band, the Iguanas. This endeavor evolved into the Monks, where Brad's talent flourished during his high school years. Following graduation, he continued to refine his distinctive singing style through regular performances at clubs throughout the early 70s. These gigs provided a welcome escape from his day job at a factory, where he crafted heating coils. In a stroke of fate, Barry Goudreau, another musician from the North Shore, introduced Delp to Tom Schultz. At the time, Schultz was seeking a vocalist to finalize some demo recordings in his basement studio. Little did they know, this encounter would shape the course of history for all involved. Impressed by Schultz's dedication to recording and rehearsing, Delp auditioned with the Joe Walsh song Rocky Mountain Way and secured his place. This led to the formation of the short-lived band Mother's Milk from 1973 to 1974, an early incarnation of Boston, which featured Delp and Goudreau among its members. In 1973, Mother's Milk's demo tape garnered attention, but faced rejection from major record labels. Eventually, the tape made its way to ABC Records, thanks to a connection, and Epic Records offered the band a contract after a showcase performance. The group was signed on the condition of re-recording their songs in Los Angeles with a different producer. Reluctant to lose creative control, Schultz accepted the compromise, also renaming the band Boston. Delp's contributions to rock music extended far beyond his remarkable vocals. He was a multi-instrumentalist, adept at guitar, keyboards, and harmonica. His songwriting talents were equally impressive, co-writing numerous tracks with Schultz for Boston's early albums and later efforts like Walk On. His distinctive voice showcased prominently on the first 3 Boston albums, including their greatest hits and corporate America releases, cementing his legacy as an integral part of the band's sound and becoming a global sensation. Boston's self-titled debut album, released in August 1976, achieved monumental success, selling over 17 million copies and earning its place as one of the best-selling debut albums in U.S. history. The band's remarkable achievement garnered them a Grammy Award nomination for Best New Artist. Led by iconic singles like More Than a Feeling, Long Time, and Peace of Mind, the album made its mark on the national charts, with each track resonating deeply with audiences. Peaking at number 3 on the Billboard 200, Boston's debut album remained a fixture on the charts for an impressive 132 weeks, solidifying its status as a timeless classic in rock music history. Following their groundbreaking debut, Boston released Don't Look Back 2 years later in 1978. While not quite matching the astronomical success of their debut, the album still managed to sell over 7 million copies, solidifying Boston's status as a rock powerhouse. The title track became a top 5 hit, while A Man I'll Never Be and Feeling Satisfied also made their mark on the charts, reaching the top 40 and top 50 respectively. However, after completing the supporting tour for the album, Boston was forced into hiatus due to a contentious battle with their record company. During the early 80s, Delp remained active in music, collaborating on projects led by Barry Goudreau, including Goudreau's 1980 self-titled solo debut and Orion the Hunter's 1984 self-titled debut. In 1986, Delp made a guest appearance on Keith Emerson's solo album, Best Revenge. However, perhaps most notably, this period marked Boston's return to the spotlight. After resolving record company issues, Boston released their highly anticipated third album, Third Stage, in the late 80s, with Delp and Schultz being the only original members remaining. Despite the extended hiatus, Third Stage was a significant success. However, another lengthy gap between albums occurred in the early 90s, during which Delp focused on other projects while Schultz dealt with legal disputes. In 1991, Delp and Goudreau formed the band RTZ and released the album Return to Zero. When Schultz called Delp to record vocals for album Walk On, Delp was committed to touring with RTZ, so Schultz enlisted singer Fran Cosmo to complete the album. Boston released Walk On in 1994 with Cosmo on vocals. Later that year, Delp and Boston reunited for a major tour, with Delp and Cosmo sharing vocal duties. During another Boston hiatus, Delp focused on RTZ, releasing their second album, Lost, in 1998, comprising leftover tracks from their debut sessions. He also collaborated with the Lisa Gaia Band on Gypsy Girl and contributed vocals to new Boston tracks for their 1997 Greatest Hits compilation, and later in 2002 for release Corporate America. From the mid-1990s until his death in 2007, Delp formed a Beatles tribute band in the Boston area, humorously named Beetlejuice. During this period, Delp also collaborated with former Boston bandmate Barry Goudreau, co-writing and recording material together. In 2003, they released the CD, Delp and Goudreau. On October 16, 2007, several months following Delp's passing, Barry Goudreau released a poignant tribute featuring Delp's vocals titled Rockin' Away. Co-written by Delp and Goudreau and recorded in mid-2006, the song serves as an autobiographical reflection of Delp's illustrious musical journey. Rockin' Away touched hearts and resonated with fans, climbing to number 20 on the U.S. rock charts in January 2008. Personally, Delp lived his life in a different manner. He was often referred to as the nicest guy in rock and roll. Most that ever encountered him would agree that the moniker fit this atypical rock star. Known not only for his musical talents but also for his compassionate nature, lived as a vegetarian for 38 years and actively supported various charitable causes close to his heart. Throughout his life, he experienced both the joys and challenges of relationships, being married and divorced twice. He had 2 children, daughter Jenna and son John Michael, from his second marriage to Mickey, who was once a flight attendant on tour with Boston. Mickey's sister, Connie, later married Boston band member Barry Goudreau. Brad and Mickey tied the knot in 1980, but parted ways in 1996. Until his passing, Brad shared his life with his fiancée of 7 years, Pamela Sullivan, residing in New Hampshire's Merrimack Valley. Sadly, between 11 p.m. on March 8th and 1:20 a.m. on March 9th, 2007, Brad Delp tragically took his own life through carbon monoxide poisoning at his residence on 55 Academy Avenue in Atkinson, New Hampshire. His body was discovered by the Atkinson police on the master bathroom floor, where 2 charcoal grills had been placed in the bathtub and lit, causing the room to fill with smoke. This devastating event shocked and saddened his fans and loved ones, leaving a void in the music world. Delp was cremated following his passing. The circumstances surrounding Brad Delp's death have been the subject of conflicting reports and legal disputes. In notes he left behind, Delp indicated struggles with depression and self-harming thoughts dating back to his teenage years. Whereas some reports suggested that unresolved tensions stemming from Boston's breakup in the 1980s and personal conflicts with bandleader Tom Schultz may have contributed to his decision to take his own life. However, Schultz denied these allegations and pursued legal action for defamation. Ultimately, the court ruled that statements linking Delp's death to Schultz were opinions rather than factual assertions, and thus not grounds for defamation claims. On August 19, 2007, an event titled Come Together, a tribute to Brad Delp, took place at the Bank of America Pavilion in Boston. This concert served as a heartfelt tribute to the late Brad Delp, bringing together musicians, friends, and fans to celebrate his life and musical legacy. The evening was filled with performances honoring Delp's contributions to music, serving as a fitting tribute to a beloved artist who left an indelible mark on the world of rock and roll. And there you have it. As we bid farewell to Brad Delp, we honor his legacy as a trailblazer in the realm of rock music. Though his time with us was cut short, his music continues to inspire listeners worldwide, ensuring that his memory will endure for generations to come and never be forgotten. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos just like this. Take care, and bye for now.